Yeah, we're ready. Whenever you're ready. Check with NFHS. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the campus of Grand Canyon University in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona on a balmy winter, almost spring afternoon. My name is Vince Delicio. It's almost afternoon. It's 5 minutes shy of noon time. I am with the Varsity Sports Show, and I am joined by my broadcast partner for the day, doing color analysis and what may turn out to be a very competitive women's lacrosse match this afternoon. Sammy Califf. Sammy, how you doing?
Good, Vince. I mean, it's a beautiful day here in Phoenix, Arizona. It'll be GCU versus Utah Valley, and Utah's got some familiarity here. I mean, you can see the mountains in the background. They could feel right at home here today.
You know what? Yeah, that is a true statement. They could very well feel right at home today. And good program, solid program, coached by a good head coach in Andrew Wright. Had a chance to chat with him. Our very own Sierra Ness is down on the sideline, and we're going to go to a couple of interviews that Sierra had just moments ago with both head coaches, starting with Coach Andrew Wright of Utah Valley. Take it away, Sierra.
Okay, three, two, one.
Hi, guys. I'm Sierra with the Varsity Sports Show. I'm here today with Coach Wright. Coach, how do you feel about going into today's game?
Oh, we're excited. For many of us, this is the first time being down to the Phoenix area. We played ASU last night, so we're excited. I know ASU and GCU had a close game on Thursday night, so it should be a great game.
And then you guys have traveled a long way for today's game. How do you guys prepare for a game with long days of travel?
Well, it's something I emphasize at the start of the season is just being mentally strong. There'll always be things, I mean, it's not just travel, it's refs. You never know what's going to happen. And so just learning you control what you control and everything else, just let it go. Just don't worry about it.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Three.
Hi, guys. I'm Sierra Ness with the Varsity Sports Show. I'm here with Coach Ramirez today. How are you feeling about going into today's game?
I'm super excited for it. We have been kind of on a game high. We've had a lot of games in a short period of time, but we've gotten a lot of experience and they've grown a lot, and we love being on our home field, so it should be a really good electric game today.
And then it looks like you guys have a lot of freshmen on the team this year. What are some things that you guys have been working on to prepare them for their game?
So starting from the very beginning in the fall ball, we've worked a lot on our culture. They have to be able to trust each other off the field before they can trust each other on the field. So we dove deep into that at the very first fall ball practice and meeting. And then after that, just the repetitions and in practice and going high speed, trying to get them some experience under pressure, and then getting them a lot of game experience in our games too. And they've really stepped up to the plate and grown really fast. And I'm super proud of them and excited to see what they do the rest of this season and their next years with us too.
All right. Well, thank you. This is Sierra with the Varsity Sports Show.
All right, great job, Sierra. Vince back up here, top of the stadium with Sammy. Sammy, run through the starters for us, beginning with Utah Valley.
All right, Vince. Our starters today for Utah Valley will be Olivia Gilbert, Mia Chambers, Rebecca Shepard, Mahena Horaba, Emmy Laro, Lexi Burns, Alyssa Jorgensen, Beverly Jones, Kendra Miller, Shay Munger, and Victory Odiambo.
Okay, and for the Lopes.
For our Lopes today, we will have Ava Loafer, Geneva Barrett, Paige DeVry, Riley Siegel, Shaylee Smith, Alyssa Parinas, Brooklyn Bonafed, Layla Katz, Emma Adams, Ashley Swearigan, Tristan Michael, and Kira McCready.
Awesome. Thanks, Sammy. And if you had a chance to listen to the Varsity Sports Show this morning on AM 1060 KDUS Arizona, we had an opportunity to visit with Lopes coach Tracy Ramirez, and she talked about the fact that they are now ranked in the top 20. Rankings came out this week. They are ranked number 18, and looking forward to having a great game today to continue that role and to continue to build on that respect, not only within the state of Arizona but nationally. This is a program that has been building, and it's taken a couple of years, but now they are getting to a point where they're being recognized nationally as per that ranking, and continue to build on that momentum. So it's going to make for a very exciting season as we continue to go with big wins, big games as time goes on. So in talking with Coach Ramirez, she also stressed the fact that the team has been very, very composed. They take coaching very well, they take instruction well, and they continue to look forward to battle each game in and game out. As you had a chance to survey the field, Sammy, what was your overall sense of kind of the atmosphere, the environment today?
Well, Vince, I'll tell you this. The potential for GCU lacrosse is just like the breadsticks at Olive Garden, unlimited. This is a huge opportunity for GCU here today. And when you survey the overall atmosphere, and like I said before, Utah is going to feel right at home here. You can see the mountains in the background, and it's just like home. I mean, when it comes to GCU's campus, it's obviously a very nice campus. And obviously we're all the way up here, and that's good because we can see all of the action from up here, and it's going to be a great game here tonight.
So the Wolverines of Utah Valley, a bit of an unknown commodity right now. They come in at 1-1 overall. GCU, meanwhile, at 6-4, 2-0 in conference play. Utah Valley 0-1 in conference play. This is their first ever meeting, and Coach Ramirez's 8th year in the program, whereas Coach Wright of Utah Valley, this is his first year. As I said, had a chance to chat with him briefly. Very composed individual, very calm, and looks forward to just coming out here today and being competitive, but not a lot of history of which to put a scouting report together. So that could present a bit of a challenge, Sammy, to Coach Ramirez.
Right, and as you mentioned, this is the first ever meeting between these two teams. We don't know what these two teams are capable of when going head-to-head, but we are going to find out right here and right now.
Okay, so as the teams circle up, receive some last-minute coaching, we are going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll be right back. But don't go anywhere, folks. Stay tuned for some exciting GCU Club women's lacrosse. We'll be right back. In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801. Welcome back to the campus of Grand Canyon University in Phoenix, Arizona, as the GCU Lopes prepare to take on the Utah Valley Wolverines. Both teams heading out to the field. And periodically, we'll be sure and head down to the officials. Okay. Teams at center field for the drop. Controlled by the Lopes. And GCU possession. Shaylee Smith.
GCU immediately took advantage of that first play, and now they're charging up the field.
Leffler looking to take a shot. Does. Can't get it to fall. And the save by Jones. Beverly Jones. Steady play in defense. Bonifade. Lopes with possession.
That'll be a GCU ball. They're considering GCU was closer on that possession.
Smith. Downfield looking for the pass. Instead, strikes and the block picked up by the Wolverines. Arbon. Upfield. And recovered by Taylor. Little back and forth with the Lopes once again with possession. Layla Cates. Cates looks to make a move and draws behind the goal. McCready rounding the turn on the perimeter. Back to Smith. Looking to attack is Leffler. Leffler. A little back and forth play with Smith. Smith double team, strikes, and the goal. GCU on the board first.
It was a brilliant goal there by GCU, and that puts them up 1-0 so far in this game.
Shaylee Smith. And right away, Coach Ramirez has her squad attacking.
Perhaps that pep talk at the beginning of the game really got into GCU a little bit, and we just saw the brilliant coaching there from Tracy Ramirez as GCU takes the early lead.
Well-rounded play, moving the ball around and striking at the most opportune time. Back to center field. As we await lead official. And controlled by the Wolverines. Barber. Upfield, quick pass. And back, picked off by the Lopes. Here comes Taylor. And the downfield pass along the perimeter, rounding the turn behind the goal once again, is Cates. Cates to Terry. Terry passes off to Caffey. Once again, the back and forth. Up top, right corner, and behind. Wolverines doing a good job playing a little bit of defense as the Lopes drawing a bit too close for comfort. Out of bounds, Lopes will retain possession.
It was almost a brilliant strategy there from GCU once they recovered the ball on defense, and they charged up the middle of the field there. So now they will have another chance.
On the double team and strike! And another goal.
Another brilliant strike there from GCU as they go up 2-0 now with just 11 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Great job. So, as you said, 2-0 and 11 and a half minutes remaining. We are just into this game, and once again, Coach Ramirez and her team striking right away.
Like we mentioned before, this is the first ever meeting between these two teams, and this early lead could indicate what the rest of the matchup is going to look like.
At midfield. and controlled by the Wolverines. Heading downfield. James. Correction, that was Shea Munger. Stoppage in play. Munger now with the attempt. Munger, the shot, and it's in. 2-1.
Utah is making a quick little comeback here to make it 2-1, and I may have jinxed myself at the beginning there. I mean, this is going to be a very close game.
As the teams assemble at midfield, just a couple of minutes in. As we await 2-1 Lopes lead over Utah Valley. Ball is up, controlled by the Wolverines and Munger. Munger downfield attacking, looks to pass, and does. Around to Jorgensen. Jorgensen inside. And the shot over the goal by Chambers.
Now, as you see there, Utah's getting a little bit more comfortable here, and like I mentioned before, the environment may be a factor as they're looking to score another quick goal.
Munger looks inside, shoots. Can't get it to fall. Picked up by Miller. Kendra Miller checked. Wow. Barrett just came over and delivered a shot. As Miller looks to pass and does. On the perimeter to Jorgensen. Jorgensen, double teamed. Spins. Looks to shoot, does. And another goal, and the score is tied.
A great strike there from Utah Valley to tie this game up. It is now 2-2 now with 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
As scanning the sideline, both head coaches very calm with their demeanor. Score is tied at 2.
Still early on in the first quarter. There's no reason for both of these teams to become antsy just yet.
At midfield. Controlled by the Lopes. Lopes, Taylor. Taylor heads downfield. Looks to pass, does. And DeVries. Round the back of the goal. McGrady. Gives off. Circling back. Sammy, what I've noticed about the Lopes, they do a great job of passing around the perimeter, trying to find that open shot.
The ball movement has been excellent so far here from GCU. I mean, this has been one of their key factors in scoring those 2 points, and maybe it will give them more points as this game rolls on. As we get ready for another shot here.
Shot on goal and a score.
That was an excellent possession there by GCU. I mean, they came charging down the field, and they were able to put another point up on the board.
Sienna Smith. And the Lopes now lead 3-2. Under 9 minutes remaining in the first. In the next few minutes, we'll be taking it down to the field with our very own Sierra Ness, our sideline correspondent. Bit of a miscue at midfield.
And it will be GCU's possession. Now here comes Utah.
And the Wolverines. Horoba. Aggressive play defensively by the Lopes. Odiambo with the pass downfield to Shepard. Shepard in the corner. Looks for a shot. Defended well by Bonifade. Shot on goal. And a stoppage in play here.
Now Utah will have a chance to recover after that shot on goal, as we still got plenty of time left in this game.
Play resumes. Lopes with possession. Smith takes it downfield with a pass. Cross midfield, working its way down to Taylor. Taylor looks for a shot. Can't get it to fall over goal.
Almost a brilliant goal there from GCU. I mean, after they were awarded possession of the ball, they went charging through just like it was the battle for mid-earth as they attempt another shot.
And the shot falls with the Lopes now leading by 2.
4-2 now. The score has been extended. We'll see if this nationally ranked team, GCU, can hold on to the lead as we got plenty of time left to go.
Seven minutes and 21 seconds remaining in this first period. As the teams assemble at midfield to resume play. As you stated, Sammy, first ever meeting between these two squads. Not much of a scouting report available to Coach Ramirez.
That's right. I mean, these two teams don't know each other that well, but perhaps after this game, they will become one of their biggest rivals.
And possession goes back to the Wolverines. Barber.
Utah's got to figure out a way to get back into this game. I mean, obviously the first ever meeting between these two, they're going to look to try and get the win here.
Inside and the turnover. Lopes on the run. Perinas. Stoppage and a green card. That'll go against the Wolverines' Taylor Ford. She'll step out briefly. As we resume. Wolverines heading upfield. Shepard looks to make a move, defended well by the Lopes. Searches for a teammate, finds one in Horoba. Horoba behind goal, circling, looks for a shot, and picked up by the goalkeeper, Milky.
It was a brilliant save there from Milky as she almost crossed into the check box, and you can't be doing that in lacrosse, as now here come the Antelopes now, trying to make something happen.
Osman upfield to Swearingen. Finding Cates. Cates. Threading the needle inside, couldn't get it to fall.
A great opportunity there from the Antelopes, and they just couldn't quite convert it there, but they will have another chance as they were closer to the ball that time.
Lopes once again look to make a move inside. to no avail.
Antelopes will have another chance here to make it 5-2 with 5.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
Picked up by the Wolverines. Miller. Correction, Munger. Munger now. Off to Davenport. Davenport, right corner. Circling underneath, awaiting her teammate's arrival. And the quick pass off to Shepard. We're going to take it down to Coach Ramirez. Take it away, Sierra.
Points. How do you plan to keep the pressure on the opposing team?
We're going to keep pressuring super high on defense, just put a lot of pressure on them so they drop the ball and we can pick up and go hopefully score down on our end of the field. And then on attack, we're going to take care of the ball, keep possession so we can end every single possession with a goal.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sierra. Good job reporting down on the sideline with Coach Tracy Ramirez. As we continue play, Lopes leading 4-3.
Yeah, Utah just scored there. Yeah, Antelopes couldn't save it that time.
Okay. All right, 4.5 minutes remaining in the period. Stick around, folks. More to come as the Lopes cling to a 1-point lead. Midfield controlled by the Wolverines. Chambers gives off to Munger. Munger down the field. And picked up by the Lopes. Quick stoppage here in play.
And a bit of a scuffle there by both teams.
And as we resume, Haroba tasked with the attack. Haroba to Shepard. Back to Munger, looking inside. And bringing back Munger to resume play.
Utah's got a chance to tie up the game here.
On the shot. And the score.
4-4 now with 3.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. I mean, this is looking like a pretty interesting game so far. Perhaps Utah is finally settling down into the environment around them as they visit GCU.
Munger credited with the goal. She's been around the goal frequently here throughout this first period, finally cashing in. 3:34 remaining. Taylor at midfield for the Lopes. As we prepare for play. Bit of a scuffle, finally picked up by Grand Canyon. And the Wolverines. Back to Munger. Munger upfield to Miller. Miller on the corner. Finding Johnson. Quick spin move.
She lost the ball there. GCU picks it up.
Smith upfield. Ball security is key here as the Wolverines once again have it back.
You got to hang on to the ball there, especially in this game, as the other team can just pick it up and march down the field and score the goal.
Ball slapped away by Smith. Lopes will have it. Sienna Smith. Upfield to Taylor. Taylor to Smith. Looking to strike. And behind the goal. So Coach Ramirez, once again, playing it a bit more patient with this possession, trying to find the right opportunity as Masters will have a shot. Masters on the attempt and over the back.
You can't get too antsy there with the ball there. You just have to, I mean, like you said, Vince, Ramirez is trying to wait for the right time to strike. And that was a great opportunity for GCU there.
Wolverines. Miller.
A great over-the-head pass there by Utah Valley.
And inside the shot. Couldn't get there, and the Lopes will have it back. Coming up on 1 minute remaining in the period.
1 minute remaining. It is still 4-4. Can any one of these teams make it 5-4 before the end of the first quarter? As Utah now pressuring the goalie. Milky trying to find a way out.
Dangerous territory. Losing that ball with no goalkeeper could be catastrophic. Lopes will have it back. Siegel looks downfield. Some great passing today, by the way.
Excellent ball movement here from GCU. A lot of opportunities to score, but we can't give credit to the way they've been passing and running up the field today.
Swearingen. Round the edge. Looks inside and recovered by the goalkeeper, Jones.
As we are coming up on the first quarter here, that will be the end of it.
And that's the end of the first period, with the score tied at 4. Thanks again for joining us here on the Varsity Sports Show and the GCU Club Broadcast Network. Let's send it down to our very own Sierra Ness. Take it away, Sierra.
I'm back on the sidelines with Coach Winter. Coach, the team is constantly cheering each other on here on the sidelines. What do you do to promote team positivity and team chemistry with your girls?
That's just a really big part of our culture. Always in practice, whenever we're doing drills, we're encouraging them to cheer each other on and be excited for every little thing because it makes the game more fun and it makes it easy to play on the field when you're really tired. So that's kind of something we hammer in every single practice. So it's fun for everybody and it's fun to hear them cheering on the sidelines.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sierra. Let's take it to a brief break. We'll be right back.
Hey folks, J.R. Lambright here, special field correspondent for the Varsity Sports Show. Join me every Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m. Pacific for JR's Texas Tales, where I share stories of Texans who triumphed over adversity and gave back to their local communities. Tune in for a bit of gritty edification on KDUS AM 1060, Arizona.
Hi everyone, my name is Jason Goldie. I'm so excited to be returning to the Varsity Sports Show this semester. As you might know, I have ASD and I love facts, stats, and info. I learned so much last semester and can't wait to dig in and share my enthusiasm for all things sports with all of you. Go Varsity!
Welcome back to the GCU Club Game of the Week. It's women's lacrosse hosting the Utah Valley Wolverines, and the score is tied at 4 after one period. It's been a fairly competitive match. Sammy?
Very competitive here as both teams will have a chance to score more points here in the second quarter. We'll see what this game looks like at halftime. As the two teams meet in the middle now to begin a new period of play.
As both teams assemble at midfield. Wolverines have done a great job in controlling.
Controlling is the key here as both teams have switched sides now. They've had so many great opportunities to score, and they've scored 4 points thus far. If they can keep the momentum going, they could win this game.
The Lopes, in getting back to that mindset of aggressively attacking the goal, and they controlled the game fairly early with that. So we'll see what Coach Ramirez strategizes here as the game continues. Down low with Aroba, circling the goal, looking for a shot. Off to Jorgensen. Back to Miller. And it's good.
Utah takes the lead 5-4, and like you mentioned earlier, aggressively attacking that goal has been the key for both teams thus far, and we are certainly seeing that as it is now 5-4 Utah Valley.
Sammy, what, in your opinion, for Coach Ramirez and the Lopes, what message does she need to deliver to her squad, particularly once we get to halftime?
The next time they meet with their coach, Ramirez has got to implement some sort of new strategy for GCU. Just keep trying to intercept the ball and turn it over and just attack the goal more, because that's what they were doing at the very beginning of the game, and that's what got them up 2-0 at the beginning. And I'll tell you, on this possession here, they need to charge down that field like the Antelopes and the Lion King so they can retake the lead.
The master of the anecdote, Sammy Califf. Here we go. All right. This time controlled by the Lopes and Amy Leffler. Leffler finds her teammate McCready. Back inside, looking for the shot, and over the top. Oh, so close, Sammy.
A golden opportunity there from GCU, but they will have another chance here as they were closer to the ball that time. In a lacrosse, if the ball is out of bounds and whoever is closer will retain possession, as GCU now looks to try and tie the game, and they do.
And the goal. Sammy, you spoke, they listened, and Layla Cates with the behind-the-back quick spin into the goal.
You got to wish for these kinds of things in existence, especially if you're GCU being down 5-4, and now it is now 5-5, as we got plenty of time left to play here in the second quarter. As Utah looks to regroup now, GCU's got to be feeling pretty good about themselves here, tying the game with plenty of play left.
Back at midfield. And controlled Along the sideline, Wolverines will have it. Munger. Picked up by the Lopes and McCready. Upfield. Rounding the turn, awaiting the rest of her team. McCready. Scans finally, gives off. And inside, looking for a shot, losing was Jones. Correction, that was Cates. And upfield.
GCU had a great opportunity there to extend the lead, and it would have been a brilliant play if she was able to overcome all those defenders and score the goal.
The green card to Perinas. She'll check out briefly on the check. Officials will restart play here shortly as Barber off to Munger. To Miller. Miller in the corner. Tries to pass. Waits. To Shepard inside. Bouncing off the crossbar. Couldn't get any luckier than that. As a little bit of a scuffle for the ball down low. And Rundle playing big on the save.
Excellent defense there from GCU, preventing Utah from scoring another goal and taking the lead. I mean, now they're going to have another opportunity to stop them.
On the shot, and it's in. The goal. Utah Valley taking the lead. 6-5.
With 11 and a half minutes left to go in the game. And I said it earlier, GCU has got to continue playing great defense and aggressively attacking that goal, because that's what put them in the lead in the first quarter. But now we're in the second quarter with only 2 quarters left to play here.
Back to midfield. As we await. And resuming play. Picked up by Munger. He's been very active around the ball all day. Munger on the spin. Looks for a shot. Takes it. Can't get it to fall. Correction. Found its way in. And the 2-goal lead now for the Wolverines.
Utah just scored 2 goals within the span of 30 seconds. And like you mentioned, Munger has been very active around the ball today. And she has been one of the driving forces for Utah Valley today.
The midfielder out of American Fork, Utah, making her presence known. Lope's done a good job of spreading things around this afternoon. It's just a matter of who's got the hot hand, Sammy.
Oh, when you have the hot hand, just remember it could go out real quick as you get, well, Utah just can't let the pressure get to them as they have the lead here in 7-5 within the second quarter.
Stoppage in play. Back to the Lopes. To Cross. Cross upfield. Finds DeVries. Into the corner to McGrady, the attacker. Rounds a turn inside and picked up by the Wolverines.
GCU with a quick sense of urgency there to get some quick points on the board, but it obviously didn't work out that time, as Utah Valley will have another chance to make it 8-5.
Upfield to Miller. Miller looks to take it all by herself, and she does. Wolverines lead by 3.
I said that, 5 seconds ago? Utah Valley now has the lead 8-5 with 10.5 minutes left in the first half. I mean, if I were GCU, I would rethink my strategies here and just continue to force turnovers and just score some goals here.
We're going to take a quick timeout as the teams discuss some strategy with 10.5 minutes remaining till halftime, and the Wolverines leading the Lopes 8-5. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Melissa Firestone. I'm currently a junior studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication, and I'm super thrilled to be a part of the Varsity Sports Show this spring, helping to cover sports all around the Valley. See you this season!
Hey everyone, I'm Eitan Ohana. I'm a student at the University of Florida. I can't wait to take on this new challenge with Varsity Sports Show and provide coverage for local Florida sports. Excited for the year.
Hey folks, J.R. Lambright here, special field correspondent for the Varsity Sports Show. Join me every Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m. Pacific for JR's Texas Tales, where I share stories of Texans who triumphed over adversity and gave back to their local communities. Tune in for a bit of gritty edification on KDUS AM 1060, Arizona.
Okay. Anything you want to talk about in particular, Sammy?
Hi everyone, my name is Jason Goldie. I'm so excited to be returning to the Varsity Sports Show this semester. As you might know, I have ASD and I love facts, stats, and info. I learned so much last semester and can't wait to dig in and share my enthusiasm for all things sports with all of you. Go Varsity!
Hello, my name is Nash Dara. I am from Madison, Wisconsin, and I am studying sports journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication at Arizona State University. I am very excited to announce that for this upcoming semester for the spring of 2024, I will be interning at the Varsity Sports Show. I am very excited for the new outlook to come and excited to make some new friends.
We're going to send it down to Sierra, who's down with Coach Winter. Take it away, Sierra.
Running us a little bit, so we wanted to take a timeout to stop their run. They're 3 up now, and we're just wanting to slow down their momentum and pick ours up and kind of turn the game around. This is where we start turning the game around.
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks, Sierra. Okay, so coming back up, Coach Winter's done a great job breaking things down for us as Munger, who's double teamed, gives it off, and Wolverines will have it back deep in Lopes territory.
Now, the Lopes are coming off a 2-game losing streak to the University of Pittsburgh and just recently Arizona State, and now they're down 8-5 to Utah Valley. So if I were Coach Ramirez, I would rethink my strategies here and try and prevent a further attack here from Utah Valley. As GCU retains possession, trying to make something happen.
Harrison downfield. Quick stoppage and a card on the check. Who leaves the game? Appears as though Shea Munger will take a break with a yellow card.
Perhaps that'll be an advantage for GCU as Munger has been all over the ball this game, and she has been scoring most of the goals for Utah Valley.
And the Lopes. Smith looks inside, looks to take a shot, couldn't get it to fall. And Jones with the save.
GCU has the advantage now with the power play as it went from 10 women on the field to 9 women as Utah Valley looks to score anyway.
Okay. So Wolverines with possession, passing the ball around, taking a page out of the Lopes book from earlier, looking inside, getting some movement. Quick stoppage once again. And another yellow. This time to GCU. We'll find out who's leaving the game at this point, and appears to be 77, Linnea Cross.
Things are even now for GCU and Utah Valley, as both teams are on the power play here.
As the Wolverines look to inbound. Quick shot inside. Good save by Rundle. Picked up once again by the Wolverines. Rounding the turn, Haroba. To Shepard. Shepard spins, shoots, and over the goal.
Great defense there by GCU, preventing another goal from Utah Valley.
Miller approaches. Miller may have gotten dinged. And we'll see if nope, she's up. I was going to say we'll wait for a trainer, but she looks to be making her way up. Wolverines will have possession. 8:09 remaining till half. Stick around, folks. We'll be sending it once again down to the sideline periodically with our very own Sierra Ness, doing a great job reporting for us with Lopes assistant coach Ronnie Winter. Miller on the shot, takes it, and scores.
9-5 now, Utah Valley, and interesting too, because the 9-5 work routine, that's been getting to GCU because of all the work they've been putting in so far.
I am just amazed at how you can create these anecdotes, Sammy. You do such a great job. You know, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's good.
When you're on commentary, you got to lighten up the broadcast a bit.
I guess so. 9-5. Okay.
8 minutes left to go in the second quarter here. GCU has got to find their way back into this game. They cannot afford to give up any more goals.
Here we go. Teams at midfield. Like to make sure and recognize our amazing crew this afternoon down on the field. Our production team, John Snyder, with our very own Sierra Ness. He's been our main mode of communication as things get relayed back and forth between our producers up top and our team, crack team down on the bottom. Controlled once again by the Wolverines. Nope, turn back over to the low. Oh, it looks like we may have. Yep, correction. It was the Wolverines, in fact, with possession. Upfield, Chambers. Chambers looks to pass and does. Finds Shepard. Shepard approaching goal. With a double team by the Lopes. Picked up Ford inside and losing the ball. Finally picked up by Rundle.
It's a brilliant save there from Rundle as she looks to put GCU back into the game.
7 minutes remaining till half. As number 11, Haroba, and defied down below. Azdak. Overthrow on the pass, goes out of bounds. Wolverines should have it back. Looks like we may get another timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well. 6.5 remaining till half. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Eric Perry, and I'm the proud owner of Eco Roofing Solutions. I've been in this industry for over 25 years, and I'm the current president of the Arizona Roofing Contractors Association. Our mission is to provide the absolute best customer experience, and we operate all over the entire state of Arizona. We will come out and provide a courtesy, no obligation roof inspection to you, as well as an estimate within 24 hours. Our team is dedicated to providing the best quality product and workmanship, and we're here to serve you. You can call us at 480-695-7736 or check us out online at ecoroofaz.com. To learn more about us, you can find me on Instagram at YourBeardedRoofer or at EcoRoofingSolutionsAZ. We are proud supporters of our community's youth and the next generation, and we would love for you to come and join the hashtag EcoFamily today.
Call Eric and his team at Eco Roofing Solutions, 480-695-7736, and they'll give you a fast, free, no-nonsense estimate. Tell them Vince sent you.
Hey everyone, I'm Seth Korich, a senior studying journalism and media studies at the Hank Greenspun School of Journalism for the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. I'm excited to be covering all sports in Las Vegas Valley for the Varsity Media Foundation.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Welcome back here in the final 6.5 minutes till halftime, where the GCU Club women's lacrosse team hosting the Utah Valley Wolverines. And the Lopes find themselves in a bit of a deficit here before halftime. Sammy?
That's right, Vince. I mean, GCU is obviously down 9-5 with 6 minutes left to go in the second quarter. When it comes to halftime, I'm sure Coach Tracy Ramirez will put in some thoughts into GCU and rethink their strategies a little bit as to how they approach this game.
And on possession now with the Wolverines and Davenport. Down low, back to Munger. Munger back in the game, getting a green card early and having to leave for just a moment. Tripped up as the Wolverines will retain possession. Stick around right at the 5-minute mark. We'll be sending it back down to our very own Sierra Ness down on the sideline, reporting with assistant coach Ronnie Winter. James. And
a bit of a scuffle there from Utah Valley and GCU.
It's been the story of the game. Both teams and aggressive play. Rundle looks to dish it off, does. Finds her teammate, Terry, who takes it upfield. Terry. We're going to send it down to Sierra with Coach Winter. Take it away, Sierra.
Coach, it looks like you guys are doing a great job at getting possession initially, but are feeling a little bit of that pressure once you get possession. What would you like to do differently going forward?
I think we're feeling a little bit rushed because right now Black's in control of the game. So when we do get it on our attacking end, we're rushing the first opportunity. So in every timeout, we keep talking about take care of the ball, look for the best opportunity, take your time on attack. So we're not wasting every single opportunity we get down there by just throwing it away.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sierra. Well, there you have it. So taking advantage of every single opportunity, not being rushed.
And that's exactly what GCU did just there on their last possession. I mean, they were looking for the right time to score. Don't rush the time because we still have plenty of time left to play. As GCU looks for another chance to make it 9-6. And a missed shot there. I mean, GCU had a golden opportunity there with a brilliant no-look pass.
And coming back on the shot, losing the ball with a clear on unobstruction. Those are tough lessons. As Jones gets it downfield.
You can't get greedy just yet. I mean, this is like the golden goose. I mean, you can't expect it to lay eggs often. You got to take advantage while you can.
Munger finds James. Now to Roba around the back of the goal, finding an opportunity, shooting and scoring. 2.5 minutes remaining till half.
10-5 now. GCU has found themselves in quite the pickle here, as it'll be 10-5 heading into halftime with 2.5 minutes left.
Both teams playing well, but the Wolverines taking advantage of a few more opportunities to find the goal. At midfield. Controlled by the Lopes. Lopes, sense of urgency now as they try to convert.
GCU is doing everything in their power to get a few points on the board before halftime.
As Sienna Smith looks. And once again, a quick stoppage by the official.
GCU will have a big chance here to cut this lead in half. And they missed the wide open shot as they had a golden opportunity there. Now here comes GCU again.
And on the turn, Harrison spins. Defended well. Now to Klump. Klump looks to her teammate. Circling. And losing the ball once again, picking up. Is Harrison. Back around the corner.
GCU now looks to score their first goal of this quarter. And they do.
And there you have it. The goal.
With 37 seconds left to go in the first half, it is now 10-6 Utah Valley as GCU scores their first point in the second quarter. And what they did just there is exactly what they did at the beginning, aggressively attacking that goal.
Once again, under a minute remaining till half. Stick around. We'll see if we can get Sierra to report back. Quick summary of the first half with assistant coach Ronnie Winter.
Ronnie Winter mentioned to Sierra a couple minutes ago that you can't get overly excited when it comes to scoring. And GCU's been taking their time more and more here, and perhaps the patience will pay off.
As both teams battling for the ball, picked up by the Lopes. Downfield. Sense of urgency once again. Can they do it? Catherine Taylor. Taylor Looks to pass and does. Finds an open Alyssa Perinas. Correction, Addison Coper. Spinning. Shot on goal, overthrown. And that's the end of the first half, with the Wolverines leading the Lopes 10-6. Thanks again for tuning in to the Varsity Sports Show. We'll be right back. In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization. We're going to send it down to Sierra, who is down on the sideline with Coach Winter. Take it away, Sierra.
Maintaining possession and pressure. What do you think went well with that, and what do you guys want to do going forward? What strategies are you planning on using?
We took our time on that last possession, and that's what we've been trying to do the entire first half of the game, and it ended up with a goal, so we want to continue to do that, stay poised, take our time on attack, and end every single possession in the back of the net. We're kind of looking for a momentum swing in the second half. We ended with scoring in the last 30 seconds, so we want to start the second half out just like that so we can change the pace of this game and take home a win.
All right, thank you. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Sierra. We are, as you just heard from Coach Winter, GCU has got to continue to be aggressive with the goal if they want to win this game. Ladies and gentlemen, that was your first half of play. Please stick around as we come back for the second half. Don't go anywhere.
I'm Olivia Hansen from the Grand Canyon University, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. Last week marked the beginning of spring training for 2024, and it certainly started off with a bang. The Dodgers and Padres kicked it off with a shocking final score of 14-1 on opening night. The Dodgers took down the Padres in this monumental game that started with a 45-minute-long first inning in which the Dodgers scored 8 runs. In fact, Padres player Fernando Tatis Jr. spent the entire 45 minutes mic'd up. Jokes are now going around saying that he might never be asked to be mic'd up again. Regardless, Dodgers fans are certainly not living this win down. Many Dodgers fans even tweeted, 162-0, I've seen enough, implying that the Dodgers are going to go undefeated this season, just after seeing this first game alone. But why are they so confident after this one win? Not only was this a complete blowout of a score, but the score reflected success from a variety of players. Kevin Padlow hit a 2-run bomb in the first inning, but the score reflected hits from 12 additional players. Hence, it seems fan excitement comes from the team-wide success rather than reliance on a single player. In fact, prize trade Shohei Ohtani didn't even see the field this game, meaning fans are anticipating even more success once he is added into the starting Dodgers roster. There's no question that Dodgers fans have an exciting season coming up, but whether or not they will go entirely undefeated is questionable. For now, we just have to get through spring training until their home opener on March 28th versus the St. Louis Cardinals. I'm Olivia Hansen, and this is the Varsity Sports Show.
Hello everybody, I'm Alex Schulman with the University of Arizona, bringing you your rodeo report for the Varsity Sports Show. Head coaches Charlie and Tracy Buchanan are the newest addition to the U of A rodeo team and are excited for their home rodeo on March 2nd. The Buchanans have been involved with horses since their early years, and Tracy even helped the U of A women's team bring home a national championship in 1984. Charlie talks a little bit about their future goals for the team.
The big goal is I would like it to where we have enough kids where we could win a team national championship, or a women's team or a men's team. We got a bulldogger, and he's actually a very good bulldog, a very smart kid in aerospace engineering. So we're just trying to create good young kids, good young adults, and to get better at their skills.
The University of Arizona's 85th home rodeo will be held at the Tucson Rodeo Grounds Saturday, March 1st. Slack will start at 9 a.m. and the perf will start at 2. Admission is $5. I'm Alex Schulman for the Varsity Sports Show, and thank you for listening.
What's up, guys? It's Ben Munawara here for the Varsity Sports Show, coming at you with the top 3 quarterbacks coming into this.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801. Welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show's presentation of Grand Canyon University Club Women's Lacrosse as the Lopes host the Utah Valley Wolverines. My name is Vince Delicio, joined by my quotable broadcast partner, Sammy Califf, king of the anecdotes. Sammy, what's your assessment of the first half?
Well, we are obviously back here in the beautiful Phoenix, Arizona with GCU versus Utah Valley. It is currently 10-6 as we go into the third quarter, the second half. And I got to say, both teams have been really putting on a show for us here today. It has been a complete shootout here. I mean, it's 10-6 with plenty of time left to play.
We are getting a good vibe down on the field as the lead official is calling a great match for us. And we'll go down periodically to the ref mic just to capture some of the sights and sounds of this afternoon's lacrosse match, as both teams are at midfield to start the second half. There we go. And the Lopes control. A sign of things to come, potentially, as number 13, Shaylee Smith, takes it downfield, shoots right away aggressively, and is picked up on the defense by goalkeeper Beverly Jones.
The Antelopes came right out of the gate with that one. I mean, what a great way to start the second half. I mean, that's the kind of shots they need to be taking more often, just those, well, I don't want to say take risky shots, but just take those shots when you're close enough.
I'll say. As officials stopping play here briefly, bringing the ball back into play. Getting settled, and Jones lofting one across midfield, and trapped and picked up by the Lopes. 32, Ashley Swearingen. Off to Geneva Barrett.
The defense now just came in and swooped that ball, and now GCU will have a chance to make it a 3-point game.
Downfield. Circling is McCready looking for a shot. And back. And lost. Picked up. As there's a frenzy of Lopes back inside. Taylor to her teammate.
Lots of traffic in front.
Shaylee Smith gives back and circling. A little bit of a body check. Off to DeVries. Back to McGrady. McGrady to Smith. Just inside of the third period with the Lopes and a 4-point deficit. Smith. And it's good. Shaylee Smith, shot on goal, top right corner. Great shot.
And just like my Chicago Blackhawks, Vince, I mean, they waited quite a while to take the shot, but they managed to find the perfect one. As the score is now 10-7 with 12 minutes left to play, GCU still has a fighting chance here.
I'm guessing the Blackhawks have experienced a bit of a drought in the postseason.
Yeah, I mean, not so great right now, but with Connor Bedard, I think things will be all right next season. And just like for GCU here, things seem to be going pretty well as they cannot give up any more points for Utah Valley. Plus, they got to keep scoring on offense.
Take it back to midfield.
Yeah. That's the last thing I look at. Yeah.
As you can hear the official talking. There we go. And bit of a battle ensuing, controlled by the Wolverines. One positive takeaway, I will hand it to Utah Valley in that they've been able to control the face-off at midfield fairly well.
They've won a majority of those face-offs, and that's definitely helped their case here today.
"12 minutes remaining in the period. Down low to Shepard. Shepard around the corner, and it's in.
Utah Valley with that Connor Bedard-like goal there from around the net. I mean, brilliant ball movement there, too. I mean, that's just something you would see on Disney on Ice as Utah Valley is up 11-7 now, 7-11.
Hold on a second. Ball movement, Disney on Ice. What's the relationship there? Help me to understand that one.
So have you ever been to a Disney on Ice show?
I have, yes.
So when they're skating in circles, I mean, you don't know which way they're going. That's how I would describe Utah Valley's brilliant ball movement there.
Okay, understood. All right, okay. Thank you. I needed some explanation there. And our audience needed some explanation as well. Courtesy, a little lesson there, courtesy of Sammy Califf. Okay. Back down to midfield.
And the score is now 7-11 here. Both teams are going to be needing a bit more gas here as we approach the 12-minute mark here.
And turned over, favoring the Lopes. McGrady along the right wing, passing off to DeVries. DeVries around the corner. Back to Adams. Adams looking for a shot, dishes off inside, and picked up by Jones.
It was a brilliant save there by Jones as she looks to put Utah Valley back on the board.
Upfield. Down left side goes Munger. Shot inside and deflected by the goalkeeper, Rundle. Back to Miller. Miller, second chance, and stoppage in play.
Utah Valley will have another chance here to make it 12-7 as we approach the 10-minute mark here in the third quarter. Once again, plenty of time left to play in this lacrosse game.
Miller underneath with a shot and in. Over the top. Finding a gap.
Speaking of over the top, that celebration was over the top as she slammed her stick down after scoring that goal.
Ten minutes remaining in the period.
Now as both of the teams meet in the middle here, one's going to try and get the advantage as we approach the 10-minute mark.
Back down to midfield. Picked up by the Wolverines. And a card. This time to number 9, Sienna Smith. Bit of a headshot there, and she'll take a quick break.
Utah now has a power play. They've got more people on the field now.
As Shepard circles the perimeter. Quick stoppage once again. .938 and counting. Rundle with her hands full this afternoon. Actually, it's Milky back in the game. In goal.
Almost a great opportunity there for Utah Valley, but they managed to score most of the time, but that time they couldn't get it to go, as we have a little bit of a scuffle there as GCU will retain possession.
Miller underneath. Dishing off and around the turn, back on goal. And the score.
She lost the ball in the backfield there, but she managed to recover it and score the goal for Utah Valley.
Mahina Haroba.
Making it 13-7 now with 8 minutes and 49 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Back to midfield. Lopes working on getting that jolt of aggressive play that they had early in the match.
White ball.
It'll go back to the Lopes.
It's alternate possession.
Downfield.
GCU has got to score some quick points here if they want a fighting chance to win the game.
And the shot. Good call, Sammy. Paige DeVries.
Paige DeVries there with a great shot there, putting GCU within a couple points as it is now 13-8.
We're going to send it down to Sierra, who is joined by Coach Winter.
It's like the girls have really brought up the energy out there. How are you feeling for the second half of this game?
We're feeling better. This half started a lot better than the first one did. We, like I said before halftime, we're really looking for a change in momentum, and you can hear that on our sideline. You can see it on the field. So we just want to keep that up and take the best shot on attack and take care of the ball all over the field.
Yeah, you can see the energy out there and how they play differently with their spirits. It's awesome. Thank you. Back to you guys.
Well, it's nice to see smiles. So they are starting to pick up their play as they're clawing their way back into this one, Sammy.
GCU is certainly making quite the comeback here as here they come charging back down the field with the ball in hand. And another score.
Wow. Back to back within a matter of seconds, and talk about aggressive play, taking advantage of opportunities. This time, we'll get a jersey number, and it appears that, oh boy, see who it was. Layla Cates, perhaps? I believe it was Layla Cates, the attacker, freshman out of Burbank, California.
Now as the two teams meet in the middle once again, this is looking like a close game once again as it is now 13-9. GCU goes back to back within the span of 20 seconds.
And now the Wolverines struggling a bit, maintaining possession. Miller bringing it back. Off to Munger. Munger looks to take a shot on goal. Double teamed. And retaining possession.
Utah Valley cannot get too excited here. They still have the lead, but they just gave up back-to-back goals. So therefore, they cannot get excited so early on with so much time left to play. And they took a shot on goal, but it went into the wrong goal as it was supposed to go into the smaller net. But Utah will have another chance.
The Wolverines circling. Now off to Barber. Looking for an opportunity. Dishes off to Miller. Miller. Back to Shepard. Turning. And the stoppage will reset. Shepard over the top. Looks. Off the pass. Back to Scott.
Utah Valley trying to find the right time. And they did that time, but it's no good.
Overshot that one. Clock continues to move, coming up on 6 minutes remaining in the period.
And GCU will get the ball back. And that's going to work great in their favor because so far this half, it's been all them.
Heading downfield with the Lopes on the other end. Driving inside and picked up by the goalkeeper. Back to the Wolverines. And the stoppage looks like we'll have a timeout. We'll take the quick timeout as well with 5:13 remaining in the period. We'll be right back. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
Exciting news, sports fans. Get ready to welcome a fresh face to Varsity Sports Show. That's right. I'm Sam Dayton, and I'm thrilled to announce I'll be joining the Varsity Sports Show team as an intern this spring. Get used to this voice and get used to this face, because I am here to stay.
Hey everyone, I'm Seth Korich, a senior studying journalism and media studies at the Hank Greenspun School of Journalism for the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. I'm excited to be covering all sports in Las Vegas Valley for the Varsity Media Foundation.
Hi everybody, my name is Alexandra Medina and I am a junior sports journalism student at Arizona State University. My passion for sports began when I started watching ESPN at just the age of 6 years old. I am so excited to be a part of the Varsity Sports Show and to work with you all during my spring semester.
Welcome back. Little, more than halfway through the third quarter as the Lopes making a bit of a run, but in the same way, the Wolverines still keeping them at bay, leading by 4 points. Vince DeLisio with Sammy Califf. Sammy, your assessment here down the home stretch.
It has been all GCU so far here in the third quarter as Utah Valley looks to score some quick points here. And they won't be able to that time. But as I was saying, it has been all GCU throughout this third quarter with 5 minutes left to go. We'll see if GCU can keep the momentum going as they inch closer to tie the game. And that shot is no good either, as Utah will have another chance as they were closer to the ball that time.
As Shepard pushes inside to her teammate, and the nice save by Milky. Awaiting the official word on who has possession.
Milky has done such a much better job in the second half trying to save those plays.
And the Wolverines come up with it. 22, Jorgensen spinning, looking for a shot, losing the ball as Munger hovers near. Munger. Stoppage in play. And a yellow card, as 27, Daly Tibbetts. No, that was 77. Lene Cross will take a break.
Utah is on the power play once again, but neither team here has done an exceptional job with the power play so far. Even though it's supposed to provide teams with an advantage, these teams have been doing the exact opposite today.
Munger will resume play for the Wolverines. Defended by Smith. Munger looks to pass, spins. Smith on the check. Losing the ball, picked up by the Lopes. Taylor
couldn't quite control the ball there as it heads out of bounds. The ball is still in play. Utah will pick it up.
3 minutes remaining in the quarter. we're going to send it down to our very own Sierra Ness with Coach Ronnie Winter of the Lopes. Take it away, Sierra.
Your defense is doing a great job at blocking out there. What have you done to prepare them in practices for this?
We've been doing a lot of hard work. Attackers push it really hard on them in practice, so they're prepared for any type of attack that comes out against them. And we do a lot of footwork drills, so they're ready for whatever comes at them, and just keep it really intense in practice, so they're ready for any team in the league.
All right, thank you. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Sierra. Nice job, by the way, by our production team, particularly down on the field. Sierra Ness has been delivering the sights and sounds from the sideline throughout the game and doing a great job with Coach Winter, getting some commentary and getting a real pulse for what's going on. Sammy?
GCU got tripped up there as they once again charged down the field, hoping to make it a 3-point game here with 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Still plenty of time left to play, but we'll see if the Antelopes can come back here.
Meanwhile, 22 McMahon, and we had a check and a stoppage here as the Wolverines will regain possession. 1.5 minutes in the quarter. Another stop and another card. This time a green.
A green card. I didn't know which player it was, but.
As 15, Barber leaves the game for the Wolverines.
Another power play here. Can GCU take advantage to make it a 3-point game with 1 minute left to go in the third quarter?
As Siegel, with the ball, finds a teammate in Masters. Masters had an opportunity to call some different names this afternoon as Coach Ramirez is really getting a good look at her roster. And down low, and the shot on goal.
Brilliant ball movement there from GCU, as it is now 13-10 with 35 seconds to go.
Making a run, Sammy.
Oh, man, they went charging through like it was the battle for the Middle Earth in Lord of the Rings. I mean, that was an unbelievable play there from GCU. Just charging through and getting the ball in the net. That is exactly what they needed as we approach the final quarter of this game.
Middle Earth. I didn't see Lord of the Rings. I'm probably one of the few people on the planet that did see Lord of the Rings. I'm sorry. So you have to create some context for me. What can you compare it to?
The battle for Middle Earth was just like in the third edition, the Return of the King. It was this huge battle for the fate of the world.
Okay.
And they acted like the entire season was on the line there.
Yeah. All right. Folks, stay tuned as our very own Sammy Califf will be releasing a series of videos on anecdotes. Okay, and ball possession retained by the Lopes.
And the third quarter will come to a close.
And there you have it. There's the siren. We're going to take a break as well. Fourth quarter coming up out at Grand Canyon University. We'll be back. In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi, I'm Melissa Firestone. I'm currently a junior studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication, and I'm super thrilled to be a part of the Varsity Sports Show this spring, helping to cover sports all around the Valley. See you this season!
Hey everyone, I'm Eitaro Hana. I'm a student at the University of Florida. I can't wait to take on this new challenge with Varsity Sports Show and provide coverage for local Florida sports. Excited for the year.
Hey folks, J.R. Lambright here, special field correspondent for the Varsity Sports Show. Join me every Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m. Pacific for JR's Texas Tales, where I share stories of Texans who triumphed over adversity and gave back to their local communities. Tune in for a bit of gritty edification on KDUS AM 1060, Arizona.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action here live from Grand Canyon University, Phoenix, Arizona, as the Lopes, GCU Club Women's Lacrosse, taking on Utah Valley Wolverines. Utah Valley, as we talked about at the onset, a bit of a mystery, as this is the first ever meeting and really not a lot on film in terms of Coach Ramirez and her Lopes team being able to scout this Wolverines team as their season just started. We're going to send it down to our very own Sierra Ness here to start the fourth quarter. Sierra, take it away.
What strengths do you see in this freshman year's class, and how do they complement the dynamics of the team already?
The freshmen are really, really hungry to play. So every time they're on the field, they're going 100%, super hard. They're ready to learn. They're asking a bunch of good questions, and they're learning from the upperclassmen. So just their hunger for their sport and the love for the game really complements the rest of the team, because we all have that. And there's so many of them, so we're going to have a really strong class moving forward.
Yeah, thank you. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Sierra. Great job down there and getting the sights and sounds of the sideline. Lopes with possession, pushing cross midfield down to Shaylee Smith. Smith looks, will she take it? And she does, and it's a goal.
13-11 now, and the quarter just started. GCU is slowly crawling their way back into this game.
Wow.
You know, I actually did some research on Antelopes before coming to this game here, and they love to run, and that's what GCU is doing here as they are slowly making their way back into this game. And as if I were Utah Valley, since they're called the Wolverines,
right,
I would just have to revert to becoming the X-Men again.
I don't know, but then Hugh Jackman went on Broadway and he kind of softened up a little bit. So,
but he won't be softening up for Deadpool 3.
Okay. On another topic. Here we go. Back to midfield. We'll send it down to the official. And the Wolverines dishing off. Kelly Arbon. Back to the goalkeeper.
GCU is playing some lockdown defense here. They want to win this game bad.
Putting themselves back in position, down by 2 scores. Battling back, down by as much as 5 earlier.
You got to wonder what Coach Tracy Ramirez told this team at the end of the third quarter. I mean, they have been playing exceptionally well since coming back from halftime.
Lopes. looking to close the gap. And the strike, and over the top.
Luckily, GCU will have another chance here as the offensive the offense. Anyway, GCU will be on the attack once again.
As they spin, turn, shoot, and score.
It is a 1-point game now, and the quarter just started. It is now 13-12.
Ashley Swearingen finds the corner of the net and, more importantly, brings her team to within 1 point of tying it up. Bit of a moral jolt.
Once upon a time, they were down 13-8. Now it is 13-12. As they will meet in the middle again.
Wolverines closest to it, having difficulty controlling it. And finally, picked up by the Lopes. Ava Leffler off to Kelsey Jane Masters.
She's certainly a master at ball movement here. She passed it along over.
DeVries round the back of the goal, being body checked and picked up. Jones of the Wolverines. Upfield. Miller on the move to Horoba. Bit of a stoppage and take out the yellow card. And leaving the game
Push.
will be Smith. Smith on the push will take a seat.
Utah will have another power play here. And this is exactly what they needed, as they just gave up 2 points so far in the quarter here. Can they take advantage?
A little bit of a shot to the head. Ouch. And another yellow card. Leaving the game. See if we can get a jersey number as she wanders off the field here.
Just a second.
Looks like
Scott.
14. That is Alyssa Perinas.
GCU is down 2 women here, as only 8 women are on the field now, and Utah has more of an advantage here.
It's actually 10, and the shot on goal is good.
That was exactly what Utah Valley needed as they extend their lead of 14-12, just with 12 minutes left to go in the game.
Can they come back? Can the Lopes put together some successful runs? And they've proven that they can, scoring 5 unanswered points until now. As they find themselves down by 2, however, practically an eternity left, under 12 minutes. Barber hustles downfield, looks to pass, and does, finds Miller. Miller back to Munger, looking inside, dishing and scoring.
Utah Valley responds with 2 points to GCU's other 2 points as they extend their lead to 15-12.
Lopes are going to take a quick a timeout. We're going to take a timeout as well with 11 and a half remaining. We'll be back. In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Hi, I'm Melissa Firestone. I'm currently a junior studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication, and I'm super thrilled to be a part of the Varsity Sports Show this spring, helping to cover sports all around the Valley. See you this season.
Hey everyone, I'm Eitan Ohana. I'm a student at the University of Florida. I can't wait to take on this new challenge with Varsity Sports Show and provide coverage for local Florida sports. Excited for the year.
Welcome back as we are rounding the corner here, a couple of minutes into the fourth quarter. And once again, I want to commend our staff down on the field for keeping us updated to all things in terms of the pulse of the sideline. So Sierra Ness, John Snyder on production for us. And up top, Tyler Hatala and Bailey Leisure managing the store. Controlled by the Lopes. Masters. Looks, scans, finds McCready. McCready circling. Dishing off. And taking a little shot and loosening the ball back. The officials are going to award possession to the Wolverines. Munger heading upfield. Be sure to head over to our social media, folks. Give us a couple hours post-game. You'll find post-game interviews from this game with Coach Tracy Ramirez, as well as this afternoon's Lopes Player of the Game over on our social media. On Twitter, X, at Varsity Show, as well as Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, Varsity Sports Show. Laurel to Garrett. Back down, Haroba, spinning.
Utah Valley had many chances there, but they just couldn't convert the point.
And on the shot. Quick pass inside. Overthrown. Lopes will have it back. Pass from goal. Upfield. Into the hands of Leffler. Leffler, sense of urgency now for the Lopes as they take it across. And DeVries looks for an opening. Back to Cross.
It's intercepted by the goalie there.
Upfield to midfield. 9.5 remaining. Odambo. to Horoba. Back to Munger, down low. Still scanning. Underneath. The shot and the deflection by the goalkeeper. Great job, back to back by the Lopes.
GCU now looking to put themselves within 2 with 8 minutes left to play.
McCready. Looking, scanning. Smith trying to find an opening, passing off to Masters. Masters underneath, can't get it to fall, and deflected by the goalie. Let's take it down to Sierra.
The girls played great out there in the last quarter. What changed in the team's dynamics from the first half to the second, and what are you hoping to maintain in the last remaining minutes of this game?
At halftime, we had to talk about energy on the sideline and energy on the field, and we're about to go on spring break, so we just kind of said this is your last game for a while, so play all out. You don't want to leave this game with any regrets, and it really changed the momentum of the field, and then we started scoring, and that always makes it easier to have more energy, and they look a lot more positive out there. So
Thank you. They're playing great out there. Back to you guys.
All right, Sierra, great job once again. Really getting the pulse of the team and assistant coach Ronnie Winter's perspective. As the Wolverines cross midfield, continue on the run. Losing possession and regaining. Back to the perimeter. Forty Davenport looking behind goal and inside. Quick move from Horoba, and it's good.
16-12 now, Utah Valley with 6.5 minutes left to play. And we said something about having that hot hand earlier. I mean, like I said, it can cool down real fast if you're not careful.
Agreed. As the official heading over, looks like someone may have been asked to take a seat. Final 6.5 minutes. Wolverines up by 4. Controlled by the Lopes. Swearingen.
GCU has got to put up some quick points here if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Down low, the shot and the deflection on the goal by Jones. Upfield, picked up. Wolverines still maintain possession. Down to Horoba. Horoba looking for a seam. Opts to pass. Chambers. Back to Jorgensen. To Chambers. Ball smacked away and may have caught some of her head. No foul. Chambers will get an attempt. Shot. Great deflection underneath, under goal.
GCU needed that save there. They cannot afford to give up any more points. Now here come the Antelopes.
Rundle with the save. Upfield. Scanning in the goal. No! Oh, goodness.
Oh, man, Vince, I really thought that was a goal.
I thought DeVries had it as well. 4:43 remaining. Once again, folks, hit us up on our social media later today. Post-game interviews, Coach Ramirez, as well as today's Lopes player of the game, and other content. Siegel. On the shot, no good. Actually, that was DeVries, and Wolverines will have it back. Clock continues to run. 4.5 minutes remaining.
DeVries had 2 golden opportunities there to make it a 3-point game, but she couldn't get it to go, as the Wolverines will now look to close this game out.
Lopes with possession. Down underneath, picked up by Munger and the Wolverines. Munger pushes upfield, finds her teammate, Davenport. Davenport passes off. And Chambers. Back to Munger. Davenport. Shot on goal. Out the back. And a card.
I'm black.
Well, there you have it. Leaving the game. Yellow card will go against the Wolverines. I believe, see if we can get a jersey number, but it looks like number 40, Davenport. Lopes on the inbound. Cross midfield. Smith.
Losing the ball there, and the Antelopes pick it back up.
And a green card.
37. 37. 37. Yes, green.
Munger will leave the game briefly. As you heard. 3:41 remaining. And we have a timeout called by Coach Ramirez. We'll take the quick timeout as well with 3:41 remaining. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Eric Perry, and I'm the proud owner of Eco Roofing Solutions. I've been in this industry for over 25 years, and I'm the current president of the Arizona Roofing Contractors Association. Our mission is to provide the absolute best customer experience, and we operate all over the entire state of Arizona. We will come out and provide a courtesy, no-obligation roof inspection to you, as well as an estimate within 24 hours. Our team is dedicated to providing the best quality product and workmanship, and we're here to serve you. You can call us at 480-695-7736 or check us out online at ecoroofaz.com. To learn more about us, you can find me on Instagram at YourBeardedRoofer or at Eco Roofing Solutions AZ. We are proud supporters of our community's youth and the next generation, and we would love for you to come and join the hashtag Eco Family today.
Call Eric and his team at Eco Roofing Solutions, 480-695-7736, and they'll give you a fast, free, no-nonsense estimate. Tell them Vince sent you.
Hey everyone, I'm Seth Korich, a senior studying journalism and media studies at the Hank Greenspun School of Journalism for the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. I'm excited to be covering all sports in the Las Vegas Valley for the Varsity Media Foundation.
Hi, everybody. My name is Alexandra Medina, and I am a junior sports journalism student at Arizona State University. My passion for sports began when I started watching ESPN at just the age of 6 years old. I am so excited to be a part of the Varsity Sports Show and to work with you all during my spring semester.
Welcome back. Final minutes now, 3:41 remaining in the fourth period as, well, how can we summarize how this game has been going, Sammy?
It has been a very close game so far. GCU was what it looked like they were trying to climb back into this game, but Utah was able to extend their lead with 3.5 minutes left. But well, Utah just got the save there, and GCU gets the ball back. And this is what we're talking about here. This perfectly encapsulates the theme of today's game, just going back and forth. And now GCU will look to cut the lead in half.
Second hash. Over here. 10.
As number 8, Olivia Gilbert. Correction. That was on the GCU with possession. Oh boy, that's dangerous territory when the goalkeeper has to leave the goal.
GCU doing all they can to score some quick points, and Utah's got the upper hand now.
As the Wolverines and Haroba with possession. More or less trying to milk the clock here in the final 2.5 minutes, and a 4-point lead for Utah Valley. Some quick strikes, quick scores would certainly benefit Grand Canyon. As Chambers, and a red card. Oh, goodness. Leaving the game with a red.
That's our first red card all game.
Trying to get a jersey number. It looked like it may have been Riley Siegel, but I don't want to say it for certain without being able to confirm. And Davenport spinning. Passing off to James. Officials have done a pretty good job of trying to maintain control of this game. 1.5 minutes remaining. Our very own Sammy Califf will be naming, and the goal. This afternoon's Lopes player of the game, but you won't find out who it is until you hit up our social media later.
I'm looking forward to that, as it is now 17-12 here with about 1.5 minutes left to play.
I'm sure you have a short list here of qualified candidates, Sammy.
There's a lot of great candidates here, Vince. Even though it's not the result they wanted, there were still a bunch of great players out there today for GCU.
Great players making great plays. Okay. Wind's starting to kick up just a little bit this afternoon. Controlled by the Wolverines. Munger takes it downfield. Dishes off, and losing the ball, picked up by the Lopes. 1 minute remaining. McRae. Will look to pass here shortly. Rounding the goal. Under a minute. Double teamed. McRae losing the stick. Lopes will maintain possession. Final 36 seconds. Once again, want to take the time and acknowledge, first of all, want to thank Grand Canyon University Club Sports Director Dr. Dan Nichols, Sports Information Director Jim Howell, and staff, Noah Powers, and everyone else. Thank you to the women's lacrosse team led by head coach Tracy Ramirez, who joined us this morning on the Varsity Sports Show. On behalf of our amazing team led by technical director Bailey Leisure, production team John Snyder, Tyler Hatala, down on the field, our sideline correspondent Sierra Ness, and my broadcast partner Sammy Califf. My name is Vince Delicio. Folks, Utah Valley comes away with the win, defeating the Lopes 17-12. Sammy, thanks again for joining me this afternoon.
It was a great afternoon calling GCU lacrosse, Vince. Certainly can't wait for next time as we close this game out.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your weekend. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you soon. In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.